when you were.
Ganilu.
Okay, can be done n'isi. Boss actually walk a bully and isi. When I was growing up, my dad used to tell me something. And I say, nwere ofu mkpụrụ ezi omume Chineke na-eji ụgwọ ya. Ụta ka ọ dịkwa, onweghị ofu ajọ omume Chineke na-eji ụgwọ ya. Just make money. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Ka m bido from our parents. Mgbe anyị na-eto, a na-azụ ụmụ nwaanyị, anaghị azụ ụmụ nwoke. And the thing they come on n'Igbo land. Ama sị imerụ ihe mma ga-asị gị, ọ ya ka ebe na ịga be di gị, ụmụ nwoke a na-agbara awantịrọ. Ruo that na ịhọsụkwa gị zụọ nwaanyị bụrụ ezigbo mmadụ, ọnụta ajọ di, o nwere ihe mere n'ụwa, is a matter of time before she turns bad. That is one. Two, I thank God na ịbụ ndị Igbo ebe a. Back in the days, you people were, most people agree with me, let me use that word. Mmadụ bịara ịnụ gị, ize ya ajụ gị, kedu ihe ọ na-arụ? Ọ ga-ente nkwe gị anya? Kedu ihe o nwere? Na-ajụ gị fure n'anya. Ọ kịta ka this new millennium parents bido ghọtaba life in a better way. Nwa okorobịa bịa ịnụ gị mgbe gboo, you people will agree with me that kama mpa gị akpọnye gị nwa okorobịa, kpọnye gị ichie. Maka na ichie nwere ego inyete gị anya. Nweghị ha ji Ifeanya ga-eme, ịfọrọ Emeka n'anya, ịfọrọ Monde n'anya, ọ gbasaghara ha. Ihe ha ya akpọnye gị bụ onye ga-enyete gị anya. That is our parents' ideology of nwaanyị nụrụ di. Kedu ihe ọ ga-emere ndị be ụnụ? Now, me, I call it marriage based on survival. Ị na-anụnye nwa gị nwaanyị n'aka nwoke ga-enete ya anya, n'aka nwoke ga-erite ihe n'aka ya, n'aka nwoke ga-azụ ụmụ ndị nke nwoke, ere nke nwaanyị ewere zụọ ndị nke nwoke ga-abọghị n'aka in-law ha. It's the typical days back in the days. Things have changed. Love is not enough, but you have to start from somewhere. As two young couples, as again, nwokorobịa have a long way to go. No, you're gonna boy or stand on his ground. Age is not on your side. That is the way the statement they use for us. But in a community where the country is already developed, two of you can start up somewhere, work together, build together. Like I always use the word, till the ground, harvest together, enjoy together. Now, back in the days, this same our parents say, what is the source of your wealth? Onye ji ego. Nwokorobịa nwere wisdom, nwere dreams, aspiration, benoge. Ofu iche moto abịa. Trust me, it takes only a family with wisdom. Nonye na nwa agbọghọbịa n'aka nwokorobịa, anyị anụghị iche first. All these things are mentality, directly or indirectly installed inside us while growing. I call it the mentality of survival mood. Kedu ihe a ga-enweta? Ihe a bidogoro from our background. Now, I'm so happy that the world is evolving. We are our ladies, ndị Igbo anyị, ndị ụmụ nwaanyị anyị na-eme ka anụ dị ka amara ihe di gị ga-emere gị. Anaghị azụ nwaanyị mgbe gboo nọọ ka ego akwụkwọ bụrụ mmadụ nete nne gị na nna gị anya. A na-ene gị anya ka ịnụ onye nwere ego, ịnụ onye ga-enye nte nne na nna gị anya. Anaghị afụ nwaanyị asị nwa dị reproductive, onye ga-arụ ụlọ na anabe nna ya, onye ga-ewenata ihe n'ụlọ. So this thing o mebigo a lot of people's mentality, which is affecting some men today. Nwaanyị na-agba mbọ, ọ sị gị ya arụ ụlọ, a na-atụrụ ya n'okwu, asị gị ya arụ ụlọ. Yes, m na-arụ ụlọ. Ịjụọ m ajụjụ ahụ, m na-asị gị yes, m ga-arụ ụlọ. Ịta ka ndị be anyị na-afụ na nwaanyị bụ nwa eji na-aba afa nwaanyị bụ ife. Ihe meji aba nwaanyị bụ ife. Back in the days, ịmụkọta nwa wee mụọ more girls than boys. Na gị ya afịa that nwere ihe ọma ya abịara gị na ndụ gị. Nwaanyị abụrụ nwa, ọ dị ka amara ihe ndebe ihe dị ga-eweta. Now, first of all, get so many girls with the ideology that they are only going to be under a man to get. Now, that kind of a person marries a rich man. See, na bịa n'isi bụ kedu ihe m na-eweta n'aka di m bujere ndị be anyị. How do I develop myself? How do I go to school? How do I get a skill? Build my own life. Now, bro, living under your husband's shadow. To extract and give others, my family, my brothers. How do I develop my own self? And that is why most women, Kita, if you want in their life, for a rich man to come to their life, God bless the works of my hands. God give me wisdom to be a better person.
Immediately, na ekpele ụmụ nwanyị na-ekpe ka va nwete rich man kalile ekpele va na-ekpe for themselves ka va dey develop personally.
Let me say it in a more way. I don't mean to insult anyone. I'm trying so hard to hold my words. I'm speaking in public and I don't want to insult anyone, but let me make it this way. Yeah? If I'm a secretary in heaven, let me tell you the way it is. Men go to God for money. A traditional Nigerian girl go to men to collect money.
Hey!
The same grace a man bears, is what when a woman wants money, she goes to look for a man. When a man wants money, he goes to God. Forgetting that you bear the same grace with that man, you can be richer than that man. You just need to walk the same way that man is walking. And I'm so happy women are pulling it up these days. So if you call yourself a provider, so many women are providing these days, and I'm so happy about that. I am not part of those Igbo girls who believe in I'm I won't have the guts to do the things I've done in my life. I won't have the guts to attest the point, the level where I've attested in my life. Because all I will be doing is, after I'm a fine girl, there's nothing like that. Every day. You must develop yourself. We are no more back in the days. We have evolved. So open why in this platform, and you can with that ideology need a go. I pity you. That means you don't even know the grace you carry. You don't know what you carry yourself. You can even be in the same level and above him if only you can remove a man in front of you and walk with God. Was able a plus, not the measure. I was in those days. Oge mommy I had a daddy I had. Ogobuchi onye. Ogobuchi onye. Ogobuchi onye.
Hey!
Ebe begin no one again wine. You bring Bilo a community post and is maka no bog or not take a Yes, snap out of that naivety. Snap out of it. Thank God for someone like my dad. My dad grew up in Britain. He's an orphan. It's a long story anyway. My dad raised me and my brothers the same. Anyway, this my other brothers is seen in days I had a chummy. I didn't make equal in the house. When you can go or wine. Okay. I was raised to understand that I can be better everything. At 19, I was already making millions because I did modeling. My brothers started making millions over 10 years later. Something from that dividend. That's thing will not happen. So today, or maybe in a way the ideology that now I'm okay, hey, let me tell you, gone are those days. Let me come with my friend, my very good friend, had 11 girls. 11 girls are if you know how if things have a good ben, you won't believe the whole of another family. Now, call it the survival mode. Most of us are not raised with love. We are raised to survive. So what happens when we grow? We are like vultures looking for what? To perch on and devour. And then what do? They perch, pretend to love. All they are loving is what they can grab from you. Nke a ga-ewenara ma ọ ma ị na daadị ụnụ ka a marakwa na mụ na nwoke ji ego nọ. Ada akọzi ụda akụka. And if you are raised this way, I want you to wipe that ideology from your head. Go and get something doing. Iburukwana nwoke with that ideology. Iburu nwoke with that ideology. Only get patchy on. Tingarese no Igbo. Wo or a wogi. Wo a wogi. Leave that ideology. The world has revolved. And there are a lot you can acquire if you allow love and genuinity win. You will acquire things that money cannot buy, like a genuine wife, a genuine family, genuine people around you, genuine friends. These are no amount of money can buy around you. Iburu nwanyi ino na-elezi about imanga chọakọri na-alụ ihe na-atọ bụ iterite imezi eru gị imezi ike imezi ala chọwa big boy you get patchy on to devour. I pity you. Ụmụ gị ga-ata afụfụ your naivety. Because I call that being naive and myopic. You walk into a young man's life. That is the reason why he's a man. Instead of you to develop him, take him from here to here. The Bible says, he that findeth the wife, findeth the good and obtaineth favor from God. And then instead of you to walk into his life to become favor, you are walking into his life to be his downfall. To what end? That relationship will suffer the mark of it. Na-achọ ihe ị ga-eweta onye ị ga-akọta nke ọ chọrọ nrapịa n'onye ọzọ achọ ọ ga-ebakwa nọ na nka abụrụ just okwu. That's fact. Gị nwapụ nwoke maka na a na-eme a na-azụ nwaanyị a na-asị hey rukpuru ana makwa na ịbụ nwaanyị ga-aga be di. That's fact. Onye na-azụ ụmụ nwoke told you that you are a king in your house. Let me break it down a little bit anyway. Ụmụnne m ịkwa mmiri n'isi ka ebe o si agbada ọ na-esi nnukwu agbagota niile ka ọ na-esi na agbada. A king is placed to serve. If you want to be served, you have to be willing to serve. And whatsoever you desire, you have to model it for your wife and your children. You do not desire to be served like a king, while you served your people under you like slave. Ina batung wagana ato ụjọ. Why? While living under you. They couldn't even wait to enter university to go away from you forever. If one day friends, but you don't even know any of your child. You don't know them. But you live under the same roof because instead of you to come down and be that daddy they look up to model what a father should look like. I used to tell people, I said, you can never tell me you love your wife, you love your children, if you can't treat their mother rights.
Okay, pretty well, 2 minutes.
You won't be the best father on this earth unless that woman is understandable.
Pretty round.
There's no way in this life you will tell me.
Yeah, well, 2 minutes round. Eka yekwukwo okwu ọzọ ka akụsi na. Well, 2 minutes round ka akụti eka yekwukwo okwu ọzọ.
So what am I saying? If you're not willing to model what you desire, don't ask somebody to be loyal to you when you're not even willing to model what loyalty should look like. Nobody is a slave. Gone are those days. And we are no more in that page of we are looking for flat tummy, big ass, nice skin. No, we're no more there. Now we are looking for the heart, not the physical appearance. That is the first thing you should have at the back of your mind.
Yes.
Sorry, baby.
Okay. Pretty zuo
Okay.
ike.